by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Let me explain to you the reason why I am the way I am inside your tainted views, my failures and my victories. Situations that I learned can trigger me. Decisions that I've regretted instantly. Ways that I've grown and how I move differently. Listen close if you're into me. I'm guarded, I'm open, I'm struggling. Making the adjustments to this new dating world that's
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another Monday night edition of the Rellz Relaxation Hour. I am your host, Rellz. I'm with my co-host, Blacko and Mac. What's going on, y'all? How was y'all weekend?
Yo, we're shaking.
Sure. Oh, before I ask you that, I just want to give one last shout out to my San Francisco 49ers on a well-deserved win. A win is a win. Cowboys can go home to next year. I don't care about them.
Which one? I didn't told my little while ago.
You see this bullshit my wife just did to me? You see this little baby ass cup she bought me?
Water's water, man. Water's water.
Facts.
She about to curse you out through this.
You see that, right?
She bet not, because I just went and picked up. I could have been on earlier and watching wrestling.
It's all right.
Oh.
We'll talk. Y'all talk about that when the show's over. That's your problem.
My blood off.
Yeah, all right. So how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty okay. You know, I worked out. I trained with my clients on Friday. You know, got a serious chest workout in. And then Saturday and Sunday I did some cardio. I stepped up with the Stairmaster.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been doing a lot of Stairmaster lately, and today we did some we hit back real hard. Matter of fact, I got to check on my clients to make sure they're still alive.
You understand, Master? What's the max flights you went up to?
I don't do that. I don't look at the flights. I mean,
Oh.
I tell you right now, I done did 45 minutes.
Oh shit, nah. I think
He's
the
just
max
walking up
flight.
for 45 minutes.
Oh nah, see, I can't do straight. I think the max I did, and I almost passed out. I went to 100 flights. I have never broken that record yet.
100
Like,
flights.
that shit.
I do that shit in like 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. I'm 300 plus. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
I can tell you right now. I know today I did over 500 steps on.
I'm sorry, Ray. You just say you do that in 10 minutes.
10. What level you on though is the question.
Listen, I go back and forth. Listen. That's before. I can't talk about what I did before. We talking about now.
No.
Now if I can do 10 flights, that's it. You
Man,
got
listen,
me.
once you get back into the groove, it'll get easier.
Yeah, once you get back in the groove, you'll be all right. Get that endurance up, yo. When you get on, you know, make sure you taking your fish oil, you know, every
For the
Does
joints.
that work?
It's for the
Does that
joints.
work?
Yeah, that shit. Yo, I'm doing this shit on the Stairmaster. At one point in time, every time I stepped up on the stairs, oh yeah, it was crack.
Well, you're about 60, so
64.
Look, here it is. I'm 64, but I could outrun you. And we want battle strength.
Oh, here we go.
Y'all could do strength. The outrun part, you might get me now, but before I was a little quick on my feet.
Then you just said we had talked about before.
Absolutely. Here we go with this shit again. Let me get a shout out to my sponsors first. Shout out to my sponsors for the show. Can I get my sponsors on the thing so everybody can see, producer?
I don't know who the Facebook user is, but yo, shout out to the Facebook user. Say your name.
Facts.
Shout out to the sponsors. Bobby D Customs, great clothing line. That man, I just seen like 3 new sneakers that came out. That man just already put out new clothes. Shout out to Sayings by Butter. If you look and see with Max got his hoodie done by her. I got some stuff coming in this week, so hopefully by next week's show, I should have my shirt on with the logo on it. Shout out to Sip Slow Cocktails. Said they're taking a break this week, but if you want to order some drinks, hit them up on IG, Sip Slow Cocktails 2020 at IG. Bobby D Customs on IG. Don't forget, also, if you need any clothing done 2920, you can hit up me or Blacko. That's about it for now. So
I ain't gonna. I gotta try to.
And you gotta pay me for this sponsorship, brother.
You need a personal trainer.
You gotta pay me for this. Hey, you do this. You do that on Thursdays.
I do that.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta try that Sip Slow, man. I mean, they've been doing their thing for a while and all that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter of the people, but I mean, you know, I haven't really been drinking, so summertime they might get me. So
yeah,
I'm gonna definitely try that shit, man.
Trying to lay low on the drinking.
Crazy for the summer.
Hold on. Can't think about drinking.
My son Blue done got in the room. Shout out to Blue, man. He be doing his thing.
Shout out to the light skin. I can't even call him the light skin Drake because
He the Al B.
I
Shaw.
can't
What
even
you
call.
talking
Yeah,
about,
you
Drake?
got that
Al B.
right. That
Shaw.
is Al B. Oh my god, yo. Yeah, he was Al B. Shaw with his Hulkamaniac colors on. You had to look at the picture earlier.
Well, I ain't see. I seen him with the red shit on.
Yeah, that red and yellow. Yeah.
What's
But
good?
nah, definitely gotta try that sip slow. Definitely got to sip slow this summertime, man. You know,
Nah, yo, you supposed to be banging out in the gym.
Nah, he said the summer. He said the summer.
That's when you supposed to chill
summer.
the summer. You supposed to be walking around. Yo, I'm telling y'all now, yo, I'm coming to every fucking event. You know, me and my bro Kato.
You lying. You ain't going to no events. Cut it out. You done with the events. You ain't coming to no events no more. Stop it. Stop it.
Yo,
stop it.
I don't know why he's going with that now.
Listen to me. Listen to me when I'm telling you.
You are not.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Think about why I'm telling you that.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I totally understand where you're going with that.
Last time I told you I was coming to Imperials, what did I do? I popped up at Imperials.
We'll see. We'll see.
You come to do a workout push-up show and go home. What you doing?
Gonna do pull-ups at the event.
We're gonna come show up and do some. We're gonna show up. We're gonna show up, take a couple of clicks, and we're gonna come show up, take a couple of clicks, and walk away.
Yeah,
sometimes
we might rock some 2920 here.
Round out.
Yeah, that's great. Come talk to me.
Yeah, you do that.
Discount. Yeah, you do that. Perfect. Sponsorship deal. There you go. There you go.
So yeah, nah, come out there and show off.
Nah, yo, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna put it out there in advance. I'm gonna put it out there in advance. You know, hopefully, you know, one of you guys will hook on and want to join. But the coach is coming out, you know, within the next month. We're gonna do some filming.
I'll come out with y'all. By that time,
I'll come out and watch. I can watch.
I'll be established.
I'll come out and watch.
I finally went back to work. I finally went back to work Saturday, so I'm going back to the gym at some point this week.
That's what it is right there.
Yeah. So I'll be back in the gym this week.
Shout out to my wife that got a head though. Now she's sipping soda in the corner.
Kato and Twin pulling up to events. They all the people in the events.
You got that right. That's a combined age of like 100 and something.
Yo, Blue, cut it out, Frosty. Because you know when I pull up, I pull up.
Oh, see, I like how you incorporated showing up and working out in the same sentence. You just said when I pull up, I pull up. I dig it. I like that. You're a little rapper. I dig it. Not bad for a 47-year-old rapper. Not bad.
Go ass down. Tyrell.
You got wow. Wow, Terrence. Okay, cool.
You know the funny shit is? That's my twin brother's name, Terrell.
That's crazy though.
But he spelled it T-E.
Oh, Terrell or something like that?
So that's Terrell.
So Terrell. Well, it depends on how you pronounce it.
Yeah, it's Terrence and Terrell.
Yeah. McLean, 10.
Exactly.
See, I did that for you. See how smooth I did that for you?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Get some discounts.
You're welcome. Free promotion.
Blue need to come to the gym with us too, you know?
Nah, he's going to sweat a Jerry curl out. He's going to sweat that Jerry curl out. That's not that Jerry curl coming out. That's going to turn into an afro. He ain't coming to.
Yo, Blue, you still rocking the S curl?
First of all, you ain't seen his Razor Ramon drip?
He gonna tell you that shit. He gonna say it's not the so glow.
You ain't see his Razor Ramon curl in the middle of his forehead?
He's not doing it. He gonna pull up to the gym with a cigar daiquiri.
He's the only one.
Blue's on another level right now.
Blue's the only one I know with a Razor. Blue's the only one I know with a Razor Ramon curl and an Undertaker hat.
Sure. Oh man, it's the Kung Lao hat, man. It's the Kung Lao hat.
Oh man.
Yeah. How we getting on our peoples though? We gotta stop this, man. This our viewers. We can't be distracting the viewers.
Nah, see, look, he said he ain't gonna have his.
He ain't gonna have an afro. His hair looking frizzed up.
Look,
yo,
Blue don't even help that man.
Blue, don't do that, Blue. That's kind of soft there now. Frizzed up.
You gonna talk about soft? Look at his name. He's a bougie biker.
Listen, man.
Look. More power.
But we had enough fun, so let's get into our topic now.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Yo, first thing first, how was y'all weekend? Because I ain't getting to y'all's. How was your weekend, Rellz?
My weekend was fine because I finally went back to work, which means I finally got some real good outside air, and it felt good. So my body finally feels like I'm about like 90%. So
yo, you worked
John,
Saturday?
you know where to find me, producer? Yeah, I went back. Yo, literally my first day back into that cold ass air, bro.
Yo, it was a different type of story. Yo, it was so cold when I started the van, the motherfucking brakes was frozen.
Oh, and then shout outs to fucking housing that don't give out no heat. So it went from cold air outside to cold air in the house.
Nah, the house cold is different than outside.
Yeah, it is. It's
like
it's
that
much
should
colder.
be, yo.
It's much colder.
If it's
You gotta realize
it's about 11.
housing is built with bricks, so the bricks freeze differently. Like I know that when I was doing construction, that shit different. Yo, but
don't do that because Brooklyn Project stay in the news.
Not paying them no more.
Yo, before we move on, yo, I definitely need to shout out my dude Ben. You know, rest in peace. Went to
Sean
his
J
wake on
too.
Saturday. You know, also shout out to Sean J. You know,
shout out to Ben, man.
One of my patients, and the weird thing was, yo, at Ben's where Ben they had his wake at, yo, one of my former patients and a mother-like figure to me, yo, she passed away and her wake was there also.
Oh wow.
So I looked up and seen her picture and I was like, and I'm like, yo, I just automatically like, yo, I got crazy. I thought he said sleep in peace paradise. I'm about to say she died.
Sure, don't jinx that. Don't
jinx that.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
rest in peace to those two though, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Sean J didn't deserve what happened. And and
that was crazy, man.
Rest in peace to the Dallas Cowboy season.
I second that. I second that.
See, I'm laughing, but my team got smoked. So I listen.
Yeah,
my team got smoked.
Oh, he's a Patriot fan.
Yeesh.
Let me say something to you.
We know you're sensitive about your hair.
We definitely could tell you sensitive about your hair.
You better not ever go bald. Like, you better not ever start losing your hair. It's over.
Yeah, you know what? That's what we can do. You know, we can run up on Blue with the Clippers.
That man never gonna come outside if he start going bald.
He probably kill us. I ain't gonna do it to myself.
You ain't gotta worry about Blue.
He probably kill us. Nah, with his hair? You crazy? Nah, with his hair? Nah, I'm not.
Trying to say he got his hair insured.
I'm out. Y'all be cool. I'm out, y'all.
Yo, my bad, Blue. I'm sorry. My bad.
You said he could have the George Jefferson body.
He's the Uncle Phil, man.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Yo, he might go to and get that hair replacement therapy as soon as he sees something pull out. He's gonna get it taken care of quickly.
I can see it. You need that hair to blow him, man. You need that hair to blow him.
What time y'all on today, yo?
Yo, this is my. Yo, I'm happy to be. Now listen, it's a relaxation hour, man. I'm happy to be feeling better, man. That's all.
Facts. And COVID definitely had niggas out for like 3 weeks.
Yo,
man.
what you mean you ain't never gonna go out? What you start going bald? Yo, you gotta understand. Yo, this bullshit sexy.
It's not gonna work for him. It ain't gonna work for him.
Nah, some people ain't gonna work for him. It ain't gonna work for him.
He gonna keep that top hat on forever.
Yeah. Yo, but shout out to Blue on the check-in.
Definitely. All right, so we're gonna get into the topic tonight.
Man.
So this topic tonight is it was actually something that I thought about actually just laying down last night, you know what I mean? So I was just like, thinking about what 2022 was going to be about. No, I was just thinking about 2022 and all, and I'm just thinking, what can I do to better myself as a man? So I just decided to put that topic on the show this week. So I'm going to ask you guys a simple question. Yeah, I wasn't actually. I wasn't. But you should, because you listen to it too,
Candles lit, soft music in the background.
Maybe. No.
Myself as a man.
Rose petals on his bed. Nobody
there.
Drinking Moscato.
No. Fuck. You know what? I see.
He was drinking that. What's that white tail?
I don't even know what that is, yo. That must be something. Oh, see, I don't know that.
Oh shit.
So whatever. Man. But I'm gonna ask you guys a serious question now, since you guys are assholes. Let me ask you a question. So let me ask you seriously. No, you're right. He did. So let me ask you, 5 years ago, do you think you would be in the same spot you was in now, or you think you would be better, or do you think you would be worse?
Let me keep it 100 with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let Blacko answer that question, because my answer gonna go kind of crazy.
Yeah, so what's gonna go crazy? I was expecting something crazy because your predicament. So I definitely was expecting something.
And that's true.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I'll go after him, and then I'll let you finish it off. Then
5 years ago. Now, what's your question again?
Do you think 5 years ago? Do you think
I wasn't
you
hearing
would,
correctly.
where you? Okay, so 5 years ago, where do you think you would have been at this moment?
5 years ago. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'll be totally honest. I don't know. I was trying to do too much, as always.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my problems, is trying to do too much. Trying to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But at the same token, trying to be 80-20. So I can't really call it. You know what I'm saying? My mind frame go to let's be legal, straightforward, to let me step off sideways, be legal. So I can't really call it. I'll be totally honest with you.
Yeah, that's funny.
I ain't gonna say I was living. I'm not gonna say I was living reckless, so I'm not gonna say a lie. That's a whole lie. I wasn't living reckless, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm a
That's
I'm a
totally honest. I
piggyback.
don't know.
Yeah, I'm a piggyback off of what you said when you said like you was all over the place. That can be a good thing and a bad thing. It could be a good thing because if you're all over the place, maybe you're trying to find something that works for you, and hopefully something will click.
Yeah.
But then it could be a bad thing because you can also find yourself getting
You're right,
frustrated when certain things are not clicking for you the way you want them to, and then you find yourself in a situation where now you're looking for something more than what you already got, and then you can get frustrated to the point where you just don't want to do anything altogether.
Mm-hmm.
That's
See,
very
me-
true.
see, me-
Actually, you're correct.
Yeah. So see, me 5 years ago, I didn't think I would be like podcasting or doing anything like that. 5 years ago, I was still solid in the post office like I am now. I was 10 years in, and I don't know. I really never looked to see where I could be 5 years ago. I mean, we all have that. Hopefully, we could be rich, or we can make more money, or we could be living more comfortably. But if we don't get off our ass and do something, we're going to be in the same place 5 years from now that we are right now.
Facts.
Like, I could answer 10 years ago. I could definitely answer that. What I was
Mhm.
doing 10 years ago, I could answer that with no problem.
But 10 years ago, where did you look at?
like
10,
you
10
said?
years ago, 10 years ago, where did you picture yourself being though? Like, where did you look at it and be like, okay, 10 years from now, this is what I want to do, as opposed to like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, 10 years ago, I was legitimately no exaggeration or nothing like that. I was still, doing my little 1-2 hustling thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was more on some trying to get rich quick shit.
Mm-hmm. I think
Get
we
rich,
all
and I was like, that,
we've all been there.
like, get rich quick shit, and legitimately, honestly, around that time, that's why I started, 10 years. Damn, my son's about to be born, so I had to stop. Like, I definitely stopped. And plus, with the situation I told y'all, that was a couple of months prior.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, my son Mars will hear this. It's a lot of time, but
Mm-hmm.
at that time, but it's like that's why I wound up stopping and just chilling. But I was on some get rich quick scheme, and that was really it. That was definitely really. But at the end of the day, it was like, I had to really stop because that's when the family shit kicked in.
Mm-hmm. Family shit changes everything.
Yeah, it could change for the worse. It can better
Yeah.
or worse.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, what about you, Matt?
And I'll tell you, oh my bad, guys.
What you gonna say? Now finish what you gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, and I said, in my case, at that moment, it I guess the change was too fast to me because I was still split in between on what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I could legitimately say I was prepared to flip because I still want to run around life. But I mean, it is what it is.
Well, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was in a different state of mind. I was doing my Creeper Nation thing. I had just got into a relationship with my wife, and I was not yet on dialysis at the time. So, I really didn't, see what battle. I had just literally had surgery, in August of 2011, 2010. I can't remember what it was, but I had life-saving surgery. They tried to take away some of the cysts off my kidneys, but shit was kind of on the fucked up side. But it was what it was. Fast forward 5 years later, I was on dialysis. I was, kind of on outs with my wife. Things wasn't looking the way they were supposed to be looking. This is about 2017. So I really didn't have I didn't have my head screwed on straight because it's like, I looked at it like, I was going to die any day. I really didn't give a fuck who I hurt, and it was that's me being real. So, it took me having to take a lot of mental losses, financial losses, and physical losses in order for me to realize like, yo, this ain't the way I want to be. And once I got my kidney, you know, everything had to change. I had to stand up as a man and realize like, yo, the life I was living, you know, wasn't the life that I really want to live. You know, like kind of like what Blacko said, you know, and you know, it's kind of still to this day, you know, I got one foot in the door and 1 foot in the streets. And I think, you know, because of my lifestyle, it will always be like that. But I flirt more, I'm more 89, 90% legit than I was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so honestly, I don't think I would have been here if things didn't change within the last 5 years. You know, I mean, I'm sure pretty much everybody has known my situation that's known me for some years. You know, I was pretty much on my deathbed, and that's real. You know, when you hear people say, "Yo, I was going to die," you know, motherfuckers know I was really going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, but for me to become a better man, you know, I had to look at myself and I had to stop blaming everybody around me. You know, I'm a father, you know, I'm a husband. And in order for me to sustain that as a man, I had to put me first and realize, like, yo, you hurting motherfuckers. Like, you know, if you're not here or you in prison, your kids are gonna suffer, your wife is gonna suffer. And I mean, at the end of the day, my wife's still young. You know, if I drop dead, I went to prison, my wife is gonna move on with her life regardless. And I wasn't mad at it. So, you know, I'm in a different space now. I'm
I
happy.
mean,
It's pretty deep.
yeah, I mean, no,
Pretty deep.
I brought a tear to my eye.
Fuck you.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. To be your last time co-hosting, but nah, but
We having fun today.
Nah, we are. I think you know what it is. I think this is the first week in a while that everybody's feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody don't. Not we really. I don't feel sick like I have been feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like my body's great. Like I'm mentally knowing where I need to be.
I'm still taking medicine.
No, I'm taking multivitamins now, like every day. Like I'm trying to
been taking multivitamins,
and that's where I was messing up. But you know, now I'm taking, you know, I have the turmeric and ginger pills I'm taking, whatever the case may be. Those multivitamins we had got from GNC. So I'm feeling better. Like, so now it's like that. Now that I'm physically feeling better, this is where the mental part comes in. And now it's like, okay, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What is my outlook for the rest of this year? Like, I'm gonna be 40 this year. So, and that's a big accomplishment.
Shit.
Yeah, whatever. That's a big accomplishment, man. Let's be honest.
40, I'm gonna be 45 in June.
This is what I'm for us to reach these ages are an accomplishment. But it's like when I'm 45, right? God, let's just hope God make it to 45, right? But when I'm 45, I want to be at a point where I am really just financially comfortable, where I'm just able to just maneuver and not have to worry about bills being late or, you know, things of that nature. You just want to make sure you got, but in order to do that, you have to start setting realistic goals.
Sacrifice, bro.
Yeah.
And people don't realize, you know, sometimes you got to sacrifice that time to obtain that long-term goal. And I hate to say it, but yo, goals don't respect our excuses. They don't give a fuck about our excuses. So if we're trying to make a goal happen, you know, our goals is like, yo, fuck your excuses. If you're trying to get here, you're gonna get here.
And a lot of progress don't happen overnight. You got to really grind for it. You got to work hard for it. So
that's the crazy part, man. Like you said.
Yeah, you know,
like
so I'm hoping
goals don't happen overnight, man.
They don't. So, you know, I'm hoping like eventually something, you know, with all the podcasting that I've seemed to be doing a lot of lately, I'm still trying to figure my niche and where something clicks, where it works out for me. You know, it might not even be podcasting. It could be directing something or behind the scenes. You never know. Like trying to be a producer like Blacko. Just trying to make sure I'm, because,
I mean, you did come up with an excellent topic, you know, at night with the lights off, with the candles burning.
With the R&B music, listening to Sade.
Moscato.
But,
yeah, Moscato.
I had rose.
Was it the blue Moscato?
No, it was rose. It was rose.
He's drinking the pink one. He lying.
No, it was rose.
He's drinking the pink one.
It was rose.
But sometimes it's. I'm sorry, bro. But sometimes it takes that. It takes that time. You gotta sit to yourself and think like, yo, what you need to do. Like the conversation me and you had earlier about the topic, and so happened like me and you was discussing it. Like, yo, this is shit that people go through, men, female, and all that. Like, especially men, because I'm not gonna say we have it the hardest, but in this world, in
we
life,
do have it the hardest. It's more
I'm
expected
about
from
to say that
men
about
than women.
And men and with black men on top of that.
Life. Yeah, very, very. Especially we got
And
no
men are harder.
handouts.
We're hard on ourselves. You know, no matter what we do, we don't feel like it's enough, and we beat ourselves up.
And that's facts.
I'll give you a perfect example. Fact. You know how you've kind of gotten me back into the gym, right? And I would sit here and be like, okay, I'll go today, and then it's like I don't go today. Then it's like later on during the day, I'll sit there beating myself up like, yo, I should have just put that 45 minutes in at least.
Yeah,
so now,
if you sit back, if you sit down and you can be on Facebook, Instagram for 45 minutes, or you sit down and watch some bullshit ass TV.
What's up, babe?
45 minutes. Yo, what up, sis?
How you doing?
You sit down and watch some bullshit ass TV, for 45 minutes. So you could go into the gym, put an
exactly.
hour.
And the fact that the gym is right across the street from me, honestly, really no excuse. Yeah, and that's seriously, it really.
Yo, bro, me and you got the same. Same. So I'm looking out the window right now at my gym, and it's just the whole thing about I ain't gonna the cool shit put me out. It fucked my body a little while.
Yeah, but you know what it was? You know what it is? Now it's more so of a mental thing for you guys. It's like, okay, yo, mind over matter. Either I'm gonna get in here, or I'm not gonna get in here.
And you know what motivates me to? You know what gives me motivation to go? I develop such strong relationships with people in the gym across the street that if I'm on IG and I'm scrolling through IG and I'll see those same dudes in the gym every day, I'm like, why am I not in there? Why am I not in there? Seriously.
Like this,
I had a new client.
This dude we know, he always flexed. I'm like, back in there. Like, you know who I'm talking about. I can't give his son name.
I know you talking. Yeah, young kid. Young kid. Yeah, he's
always
19.
Flexing.
Yeah, but you can see his you can see his progress. Like you see it.
Crazy.
I need some of his progress.
Crazy.
I'm fat and ugly.
Yeah, you are. But I mean, you said it. I just agree with you. But yeah, like I see, and like I have, like I had a family reunion that's in the end of June. I gotta go down there. I gotta be in some type of shape, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get focused. Like,
bro, I get it, bro. I really get it. You got,
first of all, even before that,
you got to pull up on some.
Not even that though, but not even that. If I'm gonna be 40, chances are I'm gonna do something big. I want to be in a certain way of where my body is, like where I'm comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? I can tell when I'm not comfortable by the way certain shirts fit.
Are you comfortable currently?
Facts.
Right. Am I comfortably currently? I put it this way: I'm content. Am I comfortable with it? No.
All right. Here's a better question: are you happy where you at right
for both of us?
No.
So once you say you're not happy, automatically it's work to be done.
Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to pull up to the beach in the pool, just my shirt off, just
looking in a bikini bottom.
Yo, I'm not gonna. That's why I'm telling you, Kato gonna come out this summer. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I want you to pull up one day, and I'm sure Kato keep telling me he keep inviting you, to come to the crib and get this workout. I call Kato crib the fucking dungeon.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Kato shit. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, I had to tell Kato like, yo, we fucking done. It's over. No more.
You tapped out.
No, I wasn't a tap out. It's like, yo,
You're right. I should have put my 49er hat on. You absolutely right. When we beat Green Bay next week, yeah, he do. When we beat Green Bay next week, I have my 49er hat on.
You seen what happened to Matty? I go get smoked.
That's mad.
That same what happened a little while ago. They gonna Aaron Rodgers gonna smoke them.
We'll see.
Here we go. Ain't you a Patriots fan?
Yeah. I don't know why he talking. His team ain't even in it.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yo, my team is what happened? You mean Tom Brady? Yeah, I mean he's still in there. Tom Brady is still in there.
Yeah, we ain't talking about Tom Brady. Tom Brady played for Tampa Bay.
He on Patriots for 20 years, so he plays both teams.
Yo, but I went to the gym yesterday. I had a new client with me, and she was sitting back. She was like, "Yo, she's like, yo, you look amazing." And every time we walk past somebody, there's like, "Yo, what you training today? I want to work with you. I want to work with you." And she's like, "Why so many motherfuckers want to work with you?" And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I'm here and I put work in, but it was for the first time. Like I had multiple people coming to me like, "Yo, let's work.
I'll be honest with you. I have my core people like me and Black Oak Country, and we work out together. If people wanted to work out with me, I'd be like, I just tell them what to do, but I don't want them working out with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Depending on who it is, I work out with certain people, but if motherfuckers is like phone gangsters, I can't do the, I
You're
can't
right. You're right, KD. It is.
stay on the phone, and work out. We going to work out. We going to work out.
No, that's facts. That is facts. That is super facts. Like Rellz said, we go to the gym. It's no be in there. Only thing you need, if you're going to do some cardio, is your headphones. If you're not doing no cardio, you need your gloves, and that's it. Get busy. There's no talk. Like, get busy. We can talk after. We can talk in between us moving to the next spot. Other than that, it shouldn't be no whatever the case may be.
Rellz, I come in there with a big ass speaker and a bag full of gloves and fucking all kind of workout shit.
Yep, he do. And then we get to work. But that's even 5 years ago, not even gonna front. 5 years ago, I was working out, and I feel like, okay, in my mind, I feel like that even like 6 months from now, like I'll be like 6 months from now, I should be looking better, feeling better physically.
90 days. Right now, I'm in this challenge. I'm in an action sledge, which I wish you would have got into. $15,000. See, look, here he go, producer.
But he right. Though. He right.
We also not necessarily, because if we talk about things we could do to be better men, we talk. You got to be alive.
Physical health,
man.
Yeah, it's physical health. I can't sit here and be like things I could do to make my hair longer, or oily,
or curly.
Just because your hair can start cars don't mean you got to talk about us. And on that note,
son, y'all on it. Y'all really on it right now, son.
On that note, we about to take a quick break. If you're looking to start a podcast, 8:30. If you
looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start, the Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Yo, I said 8:30. It's 9:30.
Yeah, 9:30. And I don't like how the
That's why I said, I'm like, 9:30 is crazy.
I don't like how the producer just suddenly cut me off when I was trying to do a promo for the show.
Yo, Dawn, catch that.
Yeah, he caught that quick. I was waiting to after the break, right? Because I was going to ask this question, but we was so much into this, so I'm going to ask this one. How much do you feel procrastination plays in your lack of progress? And just in general,
all of it.
The funny thing is, I have no procrastination. Yo, if I say I'm going to do it, I actually do it. Like, it's no more. I'm too old for that waiting game. Yo, either I do it or I don't do it. Like, that's why I always say, when we talk about, when people say the word try, I don't believe in that shit. Try. Either we're gonna do it or we're not gonna do it. Period. If I sit back and say, yo, I'm gonna get in this competition, I'm gonna get in this competition. If I say I'm gonna win this money, I'm gonna win this money.
Nah, I keep always stacked. My shit.
KD said the same thing. I feel the same way he feels.
Nah, that's super fact. I'll procrastinate. I'm going to the gym. Like that same instance, like we say we go to the gym. I'm going to the gym. Like I said, gym's across the street. I would dead ass come home like I'm gonna go bullshitting. I won't go. So procrastination plays a big part in everything, like gym, everyday life. So I'm a big procrastinator. I'm trying to really get myself out of that. So I definitely admit it plays a major part. Major part.
So
yeah.
I mean,
and it's another thing that plays a part.
You gotta ask yourself,
no, go.
You want to make things happen. So if you definitely want to make your things happen, at the end of the day, you gotta stop putting off for today what you could do. You could start putting off tomorrow for what you could do today. Just get it done.
Those little 45 minutes in the gym will make a big difference.
But funny, that's facts though, because the bigger this question, this topic, is what I've been asking myself for the past month. No bullshit. Like when you home with COVID, you have a lot of shit to think about. And funny, this topic is one of the biggest things I've been thinking about. And it's like, yo, what is your lane? What is you doing? What can you make yourself better at? And procrastination. That's one of my big things, procrastinating.
Okay, so I got a question for you, right? I could have probably asked you this off top. Yeah, I could have asked you this all, but I'm gonna ask you this now. When we were doing all of the stuff that we were doing, and you were doing it like you had your 5 minutes or less, or you had your views of Jason, why did you stop?
Reason I stopped with it because the way I was recording, if you look at all my videos, I was recording most when I was driving. I stopped driving because the traffic started getting stupid. That's one. Two, the maintain that a lot of shit I was doing, I was finding topics different topics every day to talk about. A lot of topics I was finding, and a lot of topics like I was finding, sometimes it's hard to put in your perspective because simple fact, it depends what it is, and you don't want to offend. You don't want to sound crazy, but you also want to make sure you know what you're talking about. So that's why I kind of stopped. I mean, can I did it? Can I did it better? Yes, but I don't. I'm one of the people is I don't want like an asshole speaking on some shit I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's kind of fell back.
I personally feel like you should keep doing it, or you should have kept doing it, or you should go back to doing it. Because even when you were doing it, you had a following behind you. You were starting to develop a following. People were paying attention. People were looking. Even if it's
a few times on some of the things you threw out there.
Yeah, so even if it's the starter for something bigger you want to do, start off with that. Go with that and let it take you somewhere else. Look, take me for example.
Think about actually
take me for example.
Okay.
I started off with Rellz Raw and Uncut, right? Learning how to just do podcasting, sitting in a back room in my house, just talking to myself for what felt like 30 minutes, but was only 8 minutes, right? Which then led to me being on the Evening Rush show, which then led to me having to talk with the producer, which led to this. So it's like sometimes this is why I say sometimes just a certain little things you do can actually click and turn into something bigger. But you won't know it if you stop. If you keep going, who knows what happens? Who knows where views of Jason or 5 minutes or less would have been now if you would have just stuck to it.
But you know what's crazy though? By doing this, and y'all got y'all shows, you know, at the end of the day, this is your show. I'm a co-host. Matt got his show. And by me doing it's starting to me getting that urge back. So I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm looking at different things. Well, you know what it is? What my problem is when I look at different things, I'm gonna talk about it. The procrastination hits.
And so
like we talk about now, procrastination hits.
That's what we're talking about. And procrastination will put a dent in a lot of motherfucking things you're trying to do.
And you know what? I could kind of put blame.
Because I'm not gonna lie.
But you know what? As a friend too, or brother too, I could put blame on myself too. Because I could also hit you up certain days and just be like, yo, what you doing? Why you not doing it? Yo, get back on it. Sometimes you just need to hear that.
No. Funny shit is I definitely have people asking like, yo, what you stop for? What you stop for? What you stop for?
You're not being
and it's
funny.
Like, you know, there's also me like
not being funny, but that's how whatchamacallit started doing his podcast. Ray Lodge. He was doing the same exact thing you was doing, podcasting from the car. And it grew to something else. You know, his following became greater than what he thought it was going to be. So he had to do something a little bit different. He was talking every day about just different topics. It could be anything that popped up on the news, and he'll talk about it.
Exactly, that's true.
Yeah, there you go, and you can actually go off that same model. Say, for example, you could just talk about so you could have talked about the fire that happened last week, right? You could have had 5 minutes or less.
Touching that.
No, but you could have.
Well, listen, there was another.
But it's an example, though.
On the cover of the Daily News, there's a 17-year-old kid out of Brooklyn who's charged with allegedly killing 4 different people and got a slew of other charges, weapon charges, attempted murder charges. He got a few charges at 17 years old.
You can also talk about the thing where the guy pushed the lady into the train station. He pushed her into the tracks. Like,
yeah, that shit got. I'll be very real with y'all. Let me speak on that real quick. I would have spoken on that, but I probably would have spoken on another point of view because that shit right there, when I heard about it, it made me so mad because it's like, yo, it comes to a point, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, that shit got me so highly upset. Like, it was like,
guess what? You see how semi-passionate you sound right now? That passion would have lit right into whatever it is you were saying, and you would have garnered a lot of attention. You would have got a lot of feedback, and that would have been the basis for you to run off of what you were doing. Sometimes you have to run off your emotion. Instead of you sitting there trying to be like, yo, how can I say this in a way where I'm not going to have any emotions behind it? Sometimes the best things you can say is based off the emotion that you're feeling at the moment.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. But nah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah, you know what? I was actually having fun doing it. I was actually enjoying doing it. You know what I'm saying? Even the feedback, and I was doing, and plus it was raw. It wasn't on some shit like, yo, let me write it down and script it. I think, and that's another major problem I had with it. I tried to script my shit instead of me sitting in front of the camera, just let it flow like how I'm doing it now. I try to script it, write it down, pre-make it. And sometimes when you pre-make shit, it's not gonna come out good and delicious. Sometimes you gotta freestyle it.
Yep.
So now y'all gonna definitely see see it again. Trust me. Give it like another I'm gonna say like another week or so. Y'all gonna definitely see me drop it. Cause I already got how I'm gonna try to.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. Because now what are you doing again? Now, because in your mind, what you're going to say is that it gives you time to think about what you need to say. No, just do it. Just do it.
No. You're all right. You're right. Give me a couple of days. Give me like 2 or 3 days. I got it. I already know how I'm going to format it. No. I'm not going to do it Thursday.
You got to Thursday. You got to Thursday.
No, I'm not going to do it Thursday.
No, Thursday.
No, you got till Thursday.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got Thursday. I got it.
And we put it out. And we put it out on the show. You got till Thursday.
All right. 5 minutes less coming back Thursday, man. Thursday I'm gonna drop something.
And I'm about to go. And I'm going on IG right after this and say 5 minutes or less is coming back.
Text me. Put it in the group and I'll put it out there. Which IG
I'm
info?
gonna drop a twin show, man. What you mean? What's my IG info? You know my IG info.
No, I said I'm gonna put it. I just said I'm going to comment and put it with your IG info.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say, well, I'm blocking you now. I'm about to block you. I block you just now.
What you sipping on in that cup? That's a rock, Henny.
Who, me? What cup? I got no cup.
He ain't something.
Not yet. Not yet.
But you heard it here, guys. 5 minutes or less is coming back. You don't even have to be 5 minutes or less. Just make it views adjacent. So that way, it's not so that way because 5 minutes or less. 5 minutes or less is you putting time on yourself.
Not yeah, because it might go.
Plus it's already established.
Well, views adjacent
plus
could
it's
be
already established.
Bro, views adjacent could be just as established as 5 minutes or less.
People still gonna tune in.
I got it.
It's the same person. You're the same person. Whether it's 5 minutes or less. Of views
I ain't gonna lie. I actually wanted to do on Facebook, but Facebook being a bunch of pussies, and you can't even do shit no more on Facebook. Cause I was gonna do a Facebook one too, but Facebook being a bunch of pussies, you getting blocked for everything. I'm blocked right now on Facebook.
Shut up, Blue. We're not talking to you right now. It's not about you. The views adjacent.
But Blue. But Blue's definitely one of my commoners. I fuck with Blue, so Blue knows what we're talking about.
Do too.
Blue is definitely so.
Or if you want to rebrand it, I'm not going to say that name. That name might be kind of corny. So, if views adjacent or 5 minutes or less. But like I said, the only thing with 5 minutes or less is that it limits you.
That's all right, because that gives me a chance to know what I got to speak on. That right? So I won't senate it.
All right. Well, you heard it here. This is how Blacko's becoming a better man. He's bringing back 5 minutes or less starting Thursday. Right, back and put it out there, right?
I'm gonna come back, y'all.
I'm definitely putting it out there.
Yeah. My co-host got me coming back with it now, man. That's it.
I ain't procrastinating.
All right.
I'm back in the gym this week. I'm not gonna wait.
You know it's crazy. I might go tomorrow. I think my lungs is. I'm still taking the steroids, yo. I still take my steroids for my lungs. I can't really get it like I want to.
I'll be back in the gym tomorrow. If I go back to the gym tomorrow, I'm playing ball though. I'm not working out.
Tomorrow, Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Playing ball. It's been a long time for that.
Yep.
That means you need to do 2 shows a day. Nah, not really, Don. I don't.
No,
not really.
But then,
not really.
But yeah, so
I'll figure that shit out.
But yeah, like I said, the whole thing is just all of this show is just about bettering yourself, trying to figure out what it is that you need to do for yourself. Because you can't keep sitting here and be like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then a month from now we're like, so did you do it? Nah, I didn't do it yet. I'm gonna still do it. So then it's like, and then once you do that too, it also takes away from your word as yourself. Your word is all you got. If you're putting people out there telling people like, yo, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you don't do it, people are gonna start looking at you like, yeah, he's bullshitting. He ain't really about that.
I'm not gonna front. Even after I had my transplant and I started doing my walks in the mornings, I was doing something on Instagram, just talking to people, posting it live. And I stopped doing it. It became redundant to me because I'm talking about health shit every day. And then I eventually started talking about my podcast, and I was putting out messages about health. That's the only reason I stopped doing it, because it's like, okay, I'm not going to do a constant, blurb about health and what people doing or what I'm doing, and then go on and have a podcast or go on just doing it. Like at the time I was doing interviews galore. I was just doing constant interviews, so it was like, that's the only reason I stopped. But what you're doing, you're touching a topic that could be, that's worldly. You touching news, you touching communities, you touching so many different just aspects of the world. So
your 5 minutes or less could be something about what you're going through personally. You never know who might need to hear something, some words of encouragement. You never know.
Yeah, like when you're asked,
you did a lot of personal shit on that one. I never held back on that one. I never really held back on that one.
Scratch your ass when you're out in public.
Say who? What?
You can't scratch your ass when you're out in public.
Say that again. Well, why not? Shit. Listen. Now, when I was on that, I never held back on that, because I'm definitely, I pride myself just being, I'm not gonna say keeping it real, because I just keep myself. I don't need to lie to people. I just speak freely.
Yo, what does this dude have on? He's about to die.
That's the type of outfit you wear at your wedding.
Yeah, stupid. Let me ask y'all something though, and I want y'all to answer each individually differently. What do you think is better? How can a man better himself? That's the question. I need different answers from both, not anybody feed off each other. Because there's a lot out there right now that's gonna need this type of answer from.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. First thing first is you got to stop looking, to the females, for approval, because
validation.
If you're looking for other people to validate what you're doing or what you're trying to obtain, you're never gonna obtain it. And secondly, you have to realize that at the end of the day, whatever you're doing and whoever you're doing it for, you're doing it for, for your gain. If you're choosing to do a favor for somebody, if you're choosing to love somebody, you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. You don't have to, put it out there for everybody, to make it look like you're doing it for the world. You're doing it for you, for your feelings. Basically in a nutshell, you'll stop looking for validations, and realize, you are good enough. I used to beat myself up about a lot of things. Like, I used to not feel like I was good enough to do certain things, or I wasn't appreciative of certain things. And after a while, it was like, yo, listen, I'm me, and I'm gonna do what I do, how I do it. And if you don't like it or you don't accept it, so the fuck well.
Rellz?
Well, in terms of bettering myself or bettering, like Don said, supporting one another, trying to separate the real love from the fake, trying to figure out when you're supporting someone, not to feel a way if they're not supporting you back. Because at the end of the day, you that's validation almost. It's almost like you're looking for the approval for someone else for what you're doing. You're looking for the acceptance. At the end of the day,
everybody's gonna support what you're doing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're gonna get rich yourself off your own grind, not because someone is telling you what to do, or not because someone is telling you they proud of you. At the end of the day, if they're not with you when you broke, they don't need to be with you when you rich. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
I'm one that totally believes that if a motherfucker not cheering you on, when you on your come up, you gotta cut motherfuckers off, because I see motherfuckers show more love to outside people than they do inside people.
I mean, that's an everyday thing. Corny. That's an everyday thing, though. That's an everyday thing.
Shit, that's what me. That's how earlier. I was at the store. Remember that the conversation we had?
Yeah.
And I was breaking down to Rellz. I was like, yo, I said, yo, it's a sad state we in, and mostly minorities. Fuck it, I'm speaking mostly minorities when I speak this. Men, especially us men, we can't elevate each other. Especially minorities don't elevate each other. I'm sorry if I'm speaking fast, people. Minorities don't elevate each other because, one, it's either two things. They don't elevate, they want you to remain where you at, or they don't want you to get bigger than where they at.
Exactly. Not realizing
now, when it comes to other,
not realizing we can all win together.
When it comes to other races like Jews, I work with a lot of Jews. One thing about them, all not get along, but trust me, they all got some type of circle where they definitely help each other elevate it.
Facts.
Asian people, same thing. They come from over this country.
Africans
only
too.
Time you see Asian people struggle is when you go to Chinatown, and that's because they own people's feeding off they low bottom. You know what I'm saying? But when they come further uptown to the minority neighborhood, they're good.
They together. Yo, I know
They're
there's
good.
Chinese restaurants, right? And I'm gonna tell you what a lot of people don't realize. The Chinese restaurants, you think about it. If you go in after a while, you'll start seeing different families inside that Chinese restaurant.
Not mine.
Yeah,
that family's been there since that family's been in my that Chinese restaurant family on my block been there since I was 5.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. After a while, you're gonna start noticing new people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure since you was 5 years old, it wasn't always. It might have been 1 or 2 people.
Okay. So put it this way. The 2 main people are still there, right? But over the years, you have seen like their kids come in, their kids, and
their
other
kids.
people.
So it's going to be constantly family members coming in,
keeping it in the business,
keeping the shit growing. So the money is staying inside the household.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, the grandparents are going to be out, and then the mom and dad are going to be taken care of. Then after mom and dad go out, then the brother and sister are going to take over. And then after that, their kids are going to take over. And then after that, their kids are going to take over. So you're going to constantly see generations constantly making.
You know what's sad about that, though? The dudes in the hood respect the Chinese people more than they respect their own people.
That's facts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Prime example.
You can't be trying to elevate yourself.
You shout out another business on your social media before you shout out, somebody that lives with your own crib or your own cousin or your uncle or your niece because they got a business. You'll shout everybody else out, but you, and that's how it is.
Chinese restaurants is a perfect example because let's just say, for example, you go in a Chinese restaurant, they charge you no matter what the prices is, they raise the price, whatever, you paying it, right? Now let's just say me and you go in that same Chinese restaurant, buy it out and own it. Those same people are going to want to come in there and want discounts now. They're not going to want to pay the same price. They're not going to want to pay if we raise the price.
Look at me right now. When I tell people what I charge for personal training, they come at me like, "Oh, I can't get a discount. I know you for so long." Yo, this is a business. Nah, there's no. My price is my price, and I got a shirt that said, all things can be done through what the shirt says. All things can be done through God, except for change my price.
Man, listen, when you hustle and respecting your business, you got to respect that person's mind frame, that person's business and what they put out there. Because at the end of the day, these people don't know what it takes to the people don't know what it takes to make a profit in your business. So when they wanted a discount, they don't realize that they're taking the money away from actually what you're actually living, what you're making.
Indians, that's your aunt, right? Indians.
Everyone sticks together but us.
They built.
Everyone sticks together but us. Let's just be honest.
That's everybody.
Because
I'm honest, it's crabs in a barrel.
We have a self-hate. No, we have no. Besides crabs in a barrel, believe it or not, minorities. But and I'm gonna speak minority when it comes to blacks, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. We have a self-hate, a self-generational hate amongst each other. And by that, yes, we might have friends that's black, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Spanish, but one thing about this is the only time we ever our race ever got money together is illegally.
Yep. And then
sorry to say illegally.
And the worst part about that is when you say illegally, most of the motherfuckers that came in the game and was making millions, they got taken down by their own people because they felt like, they wasn't getting a fair cut.
That's what I was gonna say.
You got $1 million in the crib, drive, with a $200 million crib, and you're not getting enough.
I was just going to say that. You
said the word. Everybody's taking, instead of building with each other, everybody. There's always going to be somebody that's at the forefront. If that person's at the forefront, let them be at the forefront. You don't always need that attention. Sometimes the best attention is no attention.
A lot of people make more money behind the camera. A lot of artists make more money writing for other artists than they actually do performing their own songs.
And you would never know who they are.
But think about
it.
But think about it though. Look at prime example right now. The most successful black man right now, and I'm not gonna say our eyes because in the minority people eyes, even white people, the most successful black man right now to them is Jay-Z.
Yep.
So anything minority,
and he's not even in the top 5 of richest black people.
Me out though when I'm about to say this though. Every time something goes down minority wise, who they always think they should help? Jay-Z. Because in their mind, he's like the black savior because he made it where he made it at.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's like, everybody else can make it there too if they stop holding each other back. Let's take the chains off our ankles, not wrestling all that, and let's help each other elevate.
If we could sit here, if five men who don't get along could sit together at a table and go, we all doing the same business, for example, or we all have 5 different businesses. How can we all put all our money in the pot together and make it one big franchise? You probably couldn't get that. Out of 5 of those, it'll be at least 1 or 2 of those who probably will sit there and probably won't understand the other person's business sense, or probably might look at it and be like, "Oh, I can't do this with this person," because it's just hard to get 5 people to sit there and be on the same page.
Yo, I'll be honest with you. Yo, if I could build a super fitness company, sure the fuck I will.
Yeah, but that's you feeling like you could do it. But can you say the same for the other 4 people you would do it with?
I don't know.
That's what I'm about to say, because
you would have to
5 people.
You would have to pull people in.
If you said 5 people, right? It'll go like this. It'll be one with the vision, like you just said.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be one other person conflicted. You have 2 of them that's like they don't know. You have that one person like, why would I do that? Why would I put him in position better than me?
And you're right, and you already failed.
That shit.
See what I'm saying? You already failed.
But here's the thing about it. To my answer,
in the business I'm in right now, and it's crazy because since I've been training, if I can't take a client, I'll pass the client on. I got 2 dudes and a female that I pass clients to. And the same thing, they'll reach out to me and be like, yo, I got a client for this. Can you take this person? So we have like a little network of trainers that we work together, but we don't work together where we build our empire together. We just pass info like, yo, this client needs this. Can you do this? Can you do that? But I'm not gonna front. I'd be willing to sit down and talk to somebody, if people want to build a super personal training company, I'm willing to do that. I'm looking for the company that I have a contract with, and the way they do their business, I would definitely do that.
Okay, so
like I'm be very real, child. Like prime example, I'm gonna take me and Rellz for instance. Me and Rellz know each other for let's say less than 10
it's
years.
Almost 10 years. Next year be 10 years.
Yeah, me and this man got a business together. Look how many people I know longer than before him. Look how many people I know before him. And mind you, it comes to this too. I always had the business insights, whether my mid-20s into now.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned it today. I mentioned to different people, no more budge. This man was he's already a certain business he was in already. He already knew. I mentioned to him, boom, now look, we in business. Granted, our business is still on ground level, still at the blueprints. I mean, I ain't gonna say blueprints, it's still at ground level. But we both took that leap of faith, like, yo, bet, boom, let's put our bread together. We're gonna do this and the third. It was never no on some damn, but you might do this, you might do that. And I'm gonna give you another example.
And I had trauma. I had trauma. I could easily been like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do this again. No, seriously.
Even
think about it. No, not joking around, but because you laughing. But seriously, based on the bad experience that I had before, I could have easily just been like, yo, I'm not doing it again. Like me and you have this certain relationship. We're gonna keep it that way, and I'm not gonna interfere. I could have done that. You know what I'm saying? But I took a different choice because I get along better with this one. This one's ego is not above everything else. So you have to also be able to, in order to do business with people too, you also have to be able to check your ego at the door.
Facts.
And understand that.
And sacrifice. Because even when we start the business, I'll be telling you honest with you. Everybody know I don't give a fuck about I don't give a fuck about fashion. I don't. Mm-hmm. I got my own little fashion sense. That's me. I don't give a fuck about fashion. But when we started this business, it was like, yo, we got a business. What we gonna do? My brother here was like, yo, he always wanted to do fashion. That was what he was doing. So it wasn't me on something like, nah, why you want to do fashion? It was like, yo, let's do it. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. Because that was his lane. It wasn't gonna be on something like, all right, this is your lane, and that's you right there by this. No, let's do it. Mm-hmm. When he found his lane, it was look what's that? Like he put 2920 on the map.
I appreciate that.
And that's being very realistic. And we're gonna get very realistic. And by him doing that, it lets me know, like, yo, listen, he found lane. Where's your lane at? What you gonna find? How you gonna this is probably come from? How you gonna make yourself a better person and what you want to do?
Yep.
So at the time, as time went, I had to learn. All right, handling that business, you need to learn a certain business that's gonna help the business. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't do that. It's not crowded about it. I can easily be something like, yo, you doing too much. I want to know this and the third. You know, shit like that. No, I didn't. Not at all. But people won't do that. And that's the sad part. That's the sad shit we live in this world. People won't do that.
Yep. Instead of subtracting, you got to figure out how to add. Some people don't do it. But we reaching the hour mark, so I want to leave out with the last question. I want to ask you guys the last question of almost sort of like the first question I asked, but I want to finish it off. So before I do that, one last time, shout out to the sponsors of the show, 2920 Clothing. Shout out to Saying by Butter, Bobby D Customs, all three great clothing lines. If you need anything, hit any of them up. Shout out to Sip Slow Cocktails as well. If you need anything, hit them up on IG, Sip Slow Cocktails 2020 on IG. So I want to finish the show off by asking you guys, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You can go first, Mac.
Mac, sorry. Yeah, Mac, I'm sorry. Sorry for the name, Mac.
Yo, between my wife and myself, we both have our own businesses, you know. But at the end of the day,
Nice.
you know, it all comes to what we do together as a family. So I definitely see us, you know, conquering a lot of things that we didn't conquer in the last 5 years. So, you know, it's more about maturity, unity, and balance. So I see us, you know, definitely moving out of New York within the next five years or so, building our empire to another level, you know, and pushing each other to be greater than what we are now, you know. And I always tell my wife how great she is and how proud I am of her for what she's done. You know, my crib, as you guys see, you know, when I'm sitting over the other side, you know, we got fucking jewelry all over the goddamn place, you know, in his house. So, you know, shout out to her for what she do. Shout out to, you know, she's been doing this for you know, for a little while now. So I'm definitely proud of her. But, you know, as far as the fitness go, you know, I'm gonna you know, we all know, you know, my plan is to go into this bodybuilding thing. So within the next 5 years, you know, I want to see where my pro card takes me, you know, as far as getting my my sponsorships up and making money outside of the gym as well as being outside of the classroom. So in other words, I'm gonna retire without retiring, depending on the kind of money I can make on the outside world with the fitness.
That's what's up.
And helping her build, hopefully, you know, getting her a storefront.
Speak it into existence, brother.
That's, you know, that's my short-term goal for her, you know, within the next 2 years, having her a storefront.
All right. You know, we'll support definitely.
That's
What about
facts.
you, Blacko?
I'm gonna give you the most realistic answer I could give anybody with that question. In 5 years, I'm not trying to do what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better at anything I'm doing right now. And I'm definitely not trying to be in the Bronx.
Guess what? Take away the word trying and say you definitely not gonna be in the Bronx. You're not gonna be doing what you're doing now.
Definitely.
Trying is a failure word. We don't fail over here.
All right, I'm gonna say this again, people. You know, Mac just corrected me. I'm not gonna be in the Bronx. So I'm already, you know, I'm not gonna be in the Bronx. And I'm definitely
anyway.
Yeah, listen, man. I'm realistically when it comes to the Bronx, man, I'm sick of it. Real shit, I'm sick of it.
Ain't the Yonkers is the
Yonkers is worse than the Bronx.
Yonkers is the suburb of the Bronx. Don't nobody want to be either.
Ain't no parking in Yonkers. I refuse.
You got that right.
Yeah, listen.
Definitely not going to Brooklyn.
Nah, listen, man. I'm trying to be. I just want to be very, very comfortable in life with my kids.
What you going up for, Blue? Didn't you live in the Bronx?
Next.
All right, so 5 years from now, go ahead, finish.
But now, 5 years from now, I just want to be better where I'm at than where I'm right now. Definitely, that's the main goal.
I love that answer.
Better health. That's my main goal. I don't want to be where I'm at now at all.
You have to be up late at night, with the candles burning, drinking pink Moscato. Thinking
that's that man. That's that man right there.
Let me be. Let me be.
I'll be up all night eating Haagen-Dazs. It's different. But nah. Yo, we're not gonna do that.
You know what? Oh, wait, so 5 years from now, 5 years from now, I am gonna find a niche somewhere in this podcasting game. It's somewhere. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if it's this. I don't know if it's the wrestling aspect. It's something. It's something. Something is gonna click. I am determined to make sure that something clicks.
I got an idea for you off air.
Okay, we'll talk about it. So, but yeah, it's something.
You should
Gonna
definitely get into wrestling.
I'm
Definitely get into
Me
wrestling.
and Rellz spoke about wrestling a few times.
Yeah,
I done told him. I've been told him that.
Oh, so both of us has told you.
Listen.
Before he
We'll
started
talk about
this
this
right
off air.
here.
We'll talk about this off air.
When we did the show a couple of weeks ago.
You will, Swagger. You will, KD. Yeah, we'll talk about this off air.
Before he started this right here, I've been told him, get your ass in front of the camera, talk about some wrestling. That is where you at.
He really did though. Like the whole wrestling thing was something.
Yeah, y'all both the 70s wrestling magazines that I got in the room that somebody gifted me.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But the podcasting thing, yeah, definitely. I'm finding my comfortability in it. So I'm definitely gonna this year. I predict big things before the end of the year when it comes to podcasting, one way or another.
I like that.
So and from a personal standpoint, within 5 years, I better be married. Like she better put a ring on my finger. Like I'm not waiting any longer.
I'm with that.
I'm not waiting any longer. Like dead ass.
She better put a ring on.
Yeah, like for real. Like yo, I ain't getting any younger. Man, listen. I ain't getting any younger. Like I don't know what you waiting for. Like come on. Like I'm not getting any younger. But
oh shit. Next week will be crazy.
Yeah.
Next week will be crazy.
That. You're right, it is. But yeah,
definitely can use that.
But hopefully, I'm looking at taking this Rellz relaxation out and turning it into something that we can eventually all go on the road, on tours and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to speak it into existence, trying to speak the positivity of it all into existence.
Failing? We failing?
Yeah, failing is not an option.
So why are you saying trying?
Oh, you're right. It will be somehow taken on the road somehow at some point. So
we
will take it on the road.
Yo, Twin, you a teacher, right? With the word trying, you know that from back in the day that was thrown in our vocabulary.
And that's why we gotta break that curse, generational curses.
There you go. You go.
And
so
we will. And
even though we don't mean to say the word trying, it was put into our thought process as a kid.
Yeah, because I don't see trying the word trying as something negative. I see it as I see it. I know, but I see it as a stepping stone for me, a start. So when I say trying, it's like
that's just like with the word nigga.
Yeah, I'm working on getting that out of my vocabulary too.
I tried keyword. I tried all caps, and yeah.
I'm trying to adjust to calling people king, but it's still a weird thing for me.
My thing is now I call everybody champ.
That's old school word. That's like that's like calling somebody young blood.
Yeah, that's your generation.
Yeah, exactly. You might as well call him
you
job
like
turkeys.
You that much motherfucking younger than me. You are 5 years younger than me. Shut your ass up.
5 years make a hell of a difference.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
5 years makes a hell of a difference, Mac.
They said, "Hey, young blood."
I've never said young blood,
and that was definitely before my time.
I've never said young blood.
Nah, that was your time. Stop lying. It was before you. That was your time.
My time.
But yeah, this was a great show. I actually really liked this show. It put a lot of things into perspective. Don't forget, guys. Also, 5 minutes or less coming back Thursday. Oh, say it one more time for the 49ers. And next week I'll have my 49er hat on when we beat the Packers. On Saturday.
Wait, both y'all
socks on.
Wait, both y'all 49ers fans?
Yep.
Oh fuck! I wish they got eliminated. God damn it!
No. Don't
you
be a
wear
hater.
your Patriots jersey?
Oh, Swagger. Next week's topic.
I do got a Patriots jersey. Listen,
he does. And a hat.
One thing about me, when it comes to my teams, I got all my team's jerseys. The only jersey I didn't get was a Ray Lewis jersey, and I'm mad about that.
I had a Terrell Owens jersey back in the day.
So you a New York midget fan?
I got one. I got one too. I got it on the Eagles. I wound up getting. I won that shit. And I wound up getting it. And I haven't worn it. I probably wore it once.
Yeah.
You said I'm a who fan?
No, not you. Not Swag is a Giant fan.
He's a midget fan.
Poor guy.
He can't help himself.
Nah, he can't. Most of them can't.
They don't got a coach. They don't got a GM.
He's a 49er fan, Swagger.
That's what I am.
Yeah, like kind of question was that. See, that's why I'm not moving to Yonkers. First of all, Swagger, I am never calling anybody twin. I'm never calling another man twin, unless that's his nickname already.
That's gay.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't cancel me, please. That's
I'll call you king before I call you twin.
That's gay too. I'm not calling my king. I'm not calling my queen. I'm sorry. Those titles.
I call a female queen.
Nope. I know why.
Because an older female.
No, because that's a title you got to deserve. That's some shit you call your wife, my queen. I'm not giving these chicks out there.
My wife is my Earth.
Well, you could use that too. No, Earth is the
mother. He says Earth is his wife. His wife is Earth, Wind, and Fire. You hear?
My Earth.
Old school. See, wrote that song.
But yeah, you can't call these women king, queen out. Your queen. Hell no. Most of these chicks don't.
Come here, shit.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, you stupid.
Nah.
But yo, we're gonna wrap this show up. Yo, y'all got anything y'all want to say?
We'll give it.
Yo, make sure you log in on Thursday to the TL Mac Fitness Show with Rellz. Yo,
yes, sir.
We definitely gonna be talking some shit. We're gonna talk about the difference between working out at home and working out in the gym.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one. Yo, yeah, you're right.
Yo, Blue,
the only dude I know who put his hair in the air fryer.
He probably got a bonnet too.
Yeah, you got that right.
Wow.
His bonnet probably say bougie on it too.
Yo, Blue, you want to fight them, man? Go ahead, man. You deserve that 5 minutes, B.
Yo, I'm always.
I like how you plugged your show in that. That was smooth. I like how you plugged your show in.
I like 5 minutes. What, you want to get a ring? Want to put the gloves on?
You know, you see how you plugged the show in, right? 5 minutes or less. You see how you plugged it in. That was smooth. All right, but make sure y'all tune in next week. Next week's show is going to be the men versus the women part 2. We're going to shoot the shit. We're going to talk about every and anything. So I'm not even going to put a topic to it because who knows what the hell we're going to discuss.
KD's an ass.
Yeah, he really is, though.
We're gonna talk. Yeah, next week we're gonna talk about how females should throw the ring on it. Thanks to Rellz for that.
That's what I'm
Yo, matter of fact, I gotta talk to Erica about upgrading everything.
Shit. She coming on the show next week?
Erica, you want to do the show next Monday? Yeah, men versus women. She said, yeah.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. See, yeah, we're going to be lit next week. All right. So with that being said, yo, everybody have a good night. I'm glad y'all. Hope y'all appreciated the show, and we'll see you guys next week.
Make sure y'all get in the gym.
Yeah. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Good night.
Shout out to them Niners. Shout out to the Knicks.
No. Shout out to the Bulls.
Shout out to the Yankees.
Yes, I agree. Good night, y'all.